Good morning, everyone, and welcome to today's class. Today we are, as you know, doing a Vinyasa flow, and the theme that has come up for me today is the idea of taking radical responsibility for all of the results that we see in our lives. So as humans, and when our egos are at play, it is very easy for us to accept and celebrate when we get the desired result in our lives. But when we make choices that we're not proud of, or the results of our efforts are what we consider undesirable, we are quick to judge, to criticize, and to blame other people. So to point that finger at others and say, this is why it went wrong. This is why it turned out the way it did. This is why it failed. And that is the human ego at play. So when we're in our minds, we're labeling good, bad, right, wrong, and we're making someone else wrong because we want to avoid public shame, public ridicule, criticism, people not liking us. And that is, again, the ego at play. When we truly tap into our divine selves or our spiritual selves, we get outside of the mind. We tap into the heart and get outside of that human experience, and we remove the labels. We don't label things right or wrong, good or bad. We don't criticize, we don't judge. Instead, we see ourselves as a whole and as part of the whole experience. And in that, we find forgiveness. In that, we are able to accept that we're not perfect and we don't always show up in ways that we're proud of. And sometimes we make decisions that don't serve us. I don't like to call things mistakes or regrets. On the divine path or spiritual path, it's not a mistake. It's, again, a decision that we made that didn't serve us. And from these mistakes, we get feedback. Our emotions are feedback. Other people's reactions are feedback. So every decision that we make, every result that we see is feedback for us. And we get to take that feedback and learn from it. Was I proud of the way I showed up? Do I like the way that went? If not, if it doesn't feel good, you already know that. And you can take that result or that emotion as feedback to show up differently next time, to show up in a way that is more aligned with yourself. But on that journey, it's important not to judge ourselves or criticize ourselves when we do make those decisions that we consider undesirable, wrong, or unaligned. We are humans. We are perfectly imperfect. We're not perfect. None of us are. And so this journey of taking responsibility on the spiritual path is accepting what is. And again, looking at our lives and all the decisions we make, all the results that we see, whether good or bad, and using that as feedback and lesson for how we can continue to grow spiritually, mentally, emotionally. And yeah, it's a really, really powerful thing to take full responsibility for everything that you see in your lives and not blaming others. So today on our mats, taking responsibility for our practice, really tapping into that innate wisdom, right? Wisdom of our breath, knowing when we need to rest, knowing when we want to push ourselves or challenge ourselves, and honoring that and honoring where we're at and loving ourselves through our practice on our mat and through our lives off our mats. So we'll begin with a brief meditation, closing the eyes, inviting yourselves to go within. We'll take a deep breath in through the nose, release with a sigh. One more deep breath in through the nose, release with a sigh. I'm just taking a moment to arrive on your mats today, body, mind, and spirit. Briefly scanning the physical body, maybe shifting weight from side to side until you feel balanced in the center. Dropping the shoulders from the ears, releasing the muscles of the abdomen. Just allowing yourself to be held by the earth beneath you. And then, as always, bringing awareness to the breath. When we bring our mind's eye and focus to our breaths, we are able to travel to the present moment, to the here and the now. So allowing each cycle of breath to guide us deeper into presence Deeper into the here, letting go of anything we've already done today or anything we have yet to do. Instead, guiding ourselves, body, mind, and spirit, to this moment right now. We'll inhale the hands to the heart and take this moment to set a personal intention for class today. This can be around the theme of taking radical responsibility for how we show up, both on and off our mats, or any other intention that is surfacing for you today, honoring that as it arises. We'll send this offering out through the sacred sound of Om, taking a deep inhale. Taking a moment before we begin our movement today, bowing the chin to the chest, making a vow to follow the guidance of your inner teacher, knowing when to rest, when to challenge yourselves, and practicing radical self-acceptance through our practice today. We'll gently open the eyes. On the inhale, reaching arms up, pausing here. Bringing the thumbs together, so looping the thumbs together to reach up toward the sky, to deepen the stretch through the shoulders, tilting the chin up toward the sky. And breathing here. On the next inhale, bringing arms down by your sides, 90-degree angle, opening up through the chest, tucking the shoulder blades together, pausing here. And still looking up toward the sky for an opening through the neck. Deep inhale here. Exhale, slowly lowering hands to the ground, tenting the fingers. From here, really dropping the shoulders from the ears. We'll again lift chin up toward the sky slightly. Feeling the strength through the core. And the opening as we drop shoulders from the ears. From here, inhaling, finger lacing, fingers behind, opening up the chest. On the exhale, diving forward, lifting arms above the head. Taking a deep inhale here. On the exhale, coming through center. From here, we'll inhale the arms up. On the exhale, twisting to the right hand side. Right fingers will tent behind you on the ground. Left hand can come to the front of the knee, pressing into the knee for a deeper twist. Taking a deep inhale here. On the exhale, rounding through center, inhaling, arms up. Exhale, twisting other side. Again, taking the right fingertips now to the knee, looking over the shoulder, pressing in as leverage. Twisting through the spine. And taking a deep inhale here. On the exhale, slowly coming through center. From here, coming onto all fours. Wrists are directly under the shoulders, knees under the hips. We'll do a mindful and slow cat-cow this morning. So on the inhale, dropping shoulders from the ears, tilting chin up toward the sky for cow pose. On the exhale, gently rounding through the spine, tucking chin into chest, cat pose. Inhale, coming forward. Exhale, rounding through the spine. I invite you to close your eyes, making this a moving meditation, bringing your awareness within, connecting breath and movement, allowing the breath to guide you through your flow today. Just taking a few more rounds, very mindful and slow movements at the pace of your own breath. 2 more rounds here. And pausing at center. From here, walking the hands forward, bringing forehead down to the mat. Anahata or heart melting pose. Really spreading through the fingertips, opening up through the shoulders. On the inhale, we're releasing the right arm and weaving it underneath the body, resting on the shoulder. And taking a few nourishing breaths here. And slowly coming up, releasing and switching sides. Left arm weaves under the body, resting on the shoulder. And taking a few breaths here. On the inhale, slowly coming back through center, walking the hands up, separating knees. Heels come together, shifting back for child's pose. Reaching the hands out in front, bringing the forehead down to the mat. Maybe asking yourself here and now, how can I take more responsibility for the results that I see in my life? Because by taking responsibility, we take our power back. We own the results in our lives. We have our own personal power of creation based on the decisions that we make. So where can we take more responsibility? Where can we learn from past perceived mistakes to create a different outcome in the future? On the inhale, taking hands all the way to the right hand side, exhaling when we get there. Stretching out through the side body. The inhale, back to center, exhale, other side. On the inhale, coming back to center, coming up onto the knees, tucking the back toes and pressing up into a downward dog. Really pressing the chest through the shoulders. We'll take a moment to walk out the dog. We're doing whatever movements your body's asking for today in order to warm up through the backs of the legs. Maybe bending both knees deeply, straightening the legs, bending one leg at a time. And finding stillness in the pose. So hands are shoulder width apart, feet about hip width distance apart, allowing the heels to come down toward the mat. And taking a powerful round of breath here and feel the power of being grounded and the power of that we have as humans to take responsibility for our lives. On the inhale, coming forward onto the toes, bending the knees toward the ground. Pausing here for a few rounds of breath, just getting a stretch through the feet. Taking a deep inhale at center. On the exhale, sending the legs back, heels coming back down. On the inhale, coming forward into plank pose. On the exhale, dropping knees to the mat, dropping chest, and then inhale, coming up into upward facing dog, pausing here. Dropping shoulders from the ears, really pressing through the arms. On your next exhale, shifting the weight back, downward facing dog. Again, on the inhale, slowly coming into plank. On the exhale, dropping knees or just lowering the body toward the ground. Inhale, upward facing dog, pausing here for an extra round of breath. Inhaling here. On the exhale, tucking toes, downward facing dog. One more round, chaturanga, your version. Inhale, coming to center. Exhale, lowering down. Inhale, upward facing dog. Again, pausing here. Taking an inhale here. On the exhale, tucking toes, sending weight back, downward facing dog. From here, inhaling the right leg high, bending at the knee, opening up the hip. And taking a few large circles with the hip, just loosening up. And going in the other direction. And slowly releasing the leg to the ground. On the inhale, left leg lifts, bending at the knee, opening up, stacking the hips. Again, taking big, slow, mindful circles. Opening up through the hip, other direction. Slowly lowering. From here, walking feet up to meet the hands. Draping the body over itself in a forward fold. Just pausing here, allowing everything to fall toward the ground, allowing gravity to pull you deeper into your fold without effort, without force, just allowing yourself to be in this moment. From here, taking the palms of the hands together in front of you. On the inhale, we'll come up halfway with a flat back, opening up the arms like a wingspan. On the exhale, we fold. Inhale, opening up. Exhale to fold. 2 more times. Inhale, reaching arms. Exhale. 1 more time, reaching arms, opening up, pausing here. Taking an extra round of breath here. On the exhale, diving forward. Inhale, halfway, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, we slowly rise. Hands come to the top. Exhale, hands to the heart. We'll do 3 rounds of Surya Namaskara A. Again, tapping into the body and asking yourself, do I want full chaturanga today? Knees, chest, chin variation, or just pausing in downward dog. So making your choice and standing by that choice and what's best for you. On the inhale, we rise, reaching up. Exhale to dive forward. Inhale, halfway, flat back. Exhale, fold, planting hands, stepping back, flow, pause, or rest. Whatever expression you're choosing today. From downward dog, we step to the top of our mats. Inhale, halfway, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, we rise. Exhale, hands to the heart. 2 more rounds. Inhale to rise. Exhale, diving forward. Inhale, halfway, flat back. Exhale, fold, hands plant, feet step back. Flow, pause, or rest. From downward dog, we inhale, stepping to the top of our mats, halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, we rise. Exhale, hands to the heart. 1 more round at the pace of your own breath. Meeting at the top of our mats in Tadasana. After you rise on the inhale, we'll exhale, bringing the hands to the heart, closing the eyes and pausing here for a moment. Opening the eyes. On the inhale, we reach up, rise up. On the exhale, diving forward. Inhale, halfway, flat back. Exhale, fold, planting the hands, sending the legs back, downward facing dog. From here, we'll inhale the right leg high. On the exhale, tucking the knee into the nose. Inhale, sending the leg back. Exhale, bring the leg forward, Crescent Lunge, pausing here. We'll plant the left hand, the inside of the foot, and we'll inhale, reaching the right arm up toward the sky. I'm just pausing here for a few rounds of breath. Deep inhale here. On the exhale, balancing our weight between both feet and coming up into Crescent Lunge. Hands to the hips, making sure hips are squared forward. There's a deep bend in the front knee, ankle under the knee. And then when we're ready, inhale to reach the arms up toward the sky, dropping the shoulders from the ears. We'll inhale here at center. On the exhale, twisting to the right hand side. Inhale to come through center. Exhale, twisting to the left. One more each side. Inhale, pausing here in Crescent Lunge. From here, gently straightening the front leg, and then we'll slowly bring the hands down to frame the foot. So getting a deep stretch through the back of the leg, option to bend the knee slightly if needed, tucking the chin into the chest to deepen the stretch. And taking an inhale here. On the exhale, bending the knee, reaching arms up, finding Crescent Lunge. From here, we're going to press off the back foot. Left foot meets the right foot, and we sit in a chair pose. So bringing the hips down, hands come to the heart. We'll inhale here at center. On the exhale, twist to the right-hand side, looking over the shoulder. So looking up toward the sky, chair twist. We'll stay here, inhaling at center. On the exhale, sending the left leg back, staying in that twist. Deep inhale here. On the exhale, coming through center, reaching arms up toward the sky. We'll take a deep inhale here. On the exhale, planting hands, sending leg back. Flow, pause, or rest between the sides. Pausing in downward dog. On the inhale, lifting left leg high. Exhale, bringing the knee to the nose. Inhale, sending the leg back. Exhale, bringing it forward, Crescent Lunge on the other side. Right hand plants to the inside of the foot. We inhale, reaching left arm up toward the sky, pausing here for a few rounds of breath. Feeling the strength in the pose, our power in the pose. Deep inhale here. On the exhale, folding forward, and from here, balancing weight, slowly coming up into Crescent Lunge. On the other side, first hands come to the hips, making sure weight is balanced, hips squared forward, then on the inhale, reaching arms up toward the sky. We'll take an inhale here at center. On the exhale, twisting to the left. Inhale, arms lift to center. Exhale, twisting to the right. One more each side. Pausing here. From here, slowly straightening the front leg, bringing the hands down, framing the leg, tucking chin into chest, getting a deep stretch through the back of the leg. It's fine if you have a bend in the knee. Taking a deep inhale here. On the exhale, bending back into Crescent Lunge, arms reach up. From here, pressing into the back foot. We're going to press, right foot meets the left, hands come to the heart. We sit down for chair pose. Taking a deep inhale here. On the exhale, twisting, right elbow meets left knee, and we look up toward the sky. Holding here for a round of breath. Then we send the right leg back, landing on the mat, finding Crescent Lunge twist. Deep inhale here. On the exhale, slowly coming back through center. Taking a deep inhale here. On the exhale, hands frame the foot, sending the leg back. Flow, pause, or rest between our poses today, listening to the body. From here, we inhale, stepping to the front of our mats, halfway flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, we rise, reaching up. Exhale, hands come to the heart. From here, pausing for a moment, closing the eyes. And just asking yourself, what does it feel like when I take responsibility for my actions? And then what does it feel like when I point the finger of blame at others? Opening the eyes on the inhale, reaching up. Exhale, diving forward. Inhale, halfway flat back. On the exhale, we sit, chair pose. So feet are hip width distance apart. We take that seat, spine is in neutral, arms reach up toward the ears. Pausing here for a round of breath. And then beginning our flow. We're going to reach the arms back. So floating the arms back on the inhale, straightening the legs, standing up, reaching up toward the sky. On the exhale, taking a seat, arms float back. Inhale, reaching. Exhale, sitting. 2 more here. Inhale to reach. Exhale. Last one here. Inhale. We're going to reach up toward the sky, pausing here. Tilting chin up toward the sky. So just feeling the foundation and strength of our feet rooted into the earth. And taking that strength all the way up through our core, through our hearts, our throats, and all the way through our fingertips and the crown of our head. So again, feeling that personal power. Knowing that we create our lives and we have the power to create anything that we want. Slowly lowering the hands to the heart. On the inhale, we rise. Exhale, diving forward. Inhale, halfway, flat back. Exhale, fold, planting hands, sending leg back. Flow, pause, or rest. Pausing for an extra breath in downward dog, treating it as its own foundational pose versus just a transitional pose. So again, feeling the power of being rooted into the ground, hands and feet, knowing that we are supported on our journey. On the inhale, lifting right leg high. Exhale, coming forward, knee to nose. Inhale, sending the leg back. Exhale, bringing right leg forward, warrior 1. So coming up through the center, we'll inhale, reaching right arm forward, left arm forward. Inhale to come through the center, dropping the shoulders from the ears, looking up toward the sky. So both hips are squared forward, deep bend in that front knee. Inhaling here at center. On the exhale, twisting to the right, arms reach. Inhale, coming to center. Exhale, twisting to the left. 1 more each side. On the next inhale, pausing at center, finding Steeple Mudra. So pointer finger and thumb are out. The 3 other fingers are interlaced. We inhale, reaching up toward the sky, pointing the finger toward the heavens, opening through the chest. Deep bend remains in the front knee. Again, feeling into the energy of this warrior pose, of the power. Deep inhale here. On the exhale, releasing the hands, clasping behind. Inhale, opening up the chest. Exhale, diving forward, humble warrior. So the path of divinity and spirituality and taking radical responsibility for all of the results in our lives, ask us to surrender and to be humble as we practice forgiveness and acceptance, knowing that sometimes we don't make the best choice for ourselves, and knowing that that's okay. It's okay to react out of emotion. It's okay to say things we don't mean, as long as we don't shame or guilt ourselves for it, instead taking responsibility and showing up differently next time. On the inhale, slowly coming up, warrior one. Deep breath in here. On the exhale, hands frame the foot, sending the leg back. Flow, pause, or rest. On the inhale, lifting left leg high. Exhale, bringing knee into the nose. Inhale, sending leg back. Exhale, left leg comes forward. Warrior one on the other side. Again, for alignment, option to reach forward with the right arm and the left arm. Inhale, coming through center so that we're centered and aligned. And finding the power again in the pose. We'll inhale here at center. On the exhale, twisting arms to the left. Inhale, coming back through center. Exhale, twisting to the right. One more each side. From here, finding warrior one, make an option to take Steeple Mudra. So 3 fingers interlace, pointer finger and thumb are released. We inhale, reaching up toward the sky, opening up through the chest, and feeling the infinite power that we have as our human selves and our divine selves. And in our power is the ability to choose to take responsibility for all of the results that we see in our lives. Knowing that we're doing the best we can and we make the best decision we can in the moment with the tools that we have. Deep inhale here. On the exhale, releasing the arms, bringing hands behind, clasping fingers. Inhale, opening up the chest. Exhale, diving forward, humble warrior. Arms reach above the head. Again, bowing in humility and surrender, forgiveness and grace, knowing that, again, we are doing the best we can with what we have. We are exactly where we're meant to be, doing the things we're meant to do with the people we are meant to do based on the choices we have made. If we have an undesirable outcome or undesirable people around us, that is feedback that it's time to shift, to make a change and show up differently. And then the results in our lives will follow. On the inhale, slowly coming up through center. Warrior one. Deep inhale here. On the exhale, hands come down, sending leg back. Flow, pause, or rest, meeting in child's pose. So shifting weight back, knees separate, finding child's pose. Perhaps rolling the forehead from side to side, getting a little massage through the third eye. The center of infinite wisdom. On the inhale, slowly shifting forward, coming into Sphinx Pose. So walking the knees back, planting our forearms into the ground. From here, really pressing into the forearms, dropping the shoulders from the ears, and chin tilts up toward the sky. So opening and expanding our hearts in this moment, both the front and the back of our hearts. When we lead from love and make decisions from love instead of from the ego or human mind, we can never be led astray. The heart makes decisions that are in alignment with the truth of who we are, rather than succumbing to reaction or human emotion and showing up in ways that we're not proud of. From here, planting the tops of the feet into the mat. You can stay here, or to activate the core, on the inhale, we're going to lift the hips, peel the hips off the mat. On the exhale, coming back into Sphinx Pose. Inhale, slowly peeling hips up. Exhale, Sphinx Pose, 2 more rounds. Holding here on the last round, hips lifted, just challenging yourself for 2 extra rounds of breath. Knowing that taking responsibility requires strength and courage. It is not for the faint of heart. So working on activating and building strength here on our mats and applying that to our life off of our mats. Slowly lowering down, finding Sphinx for 1 more round of breath. And then pressing the hands beneath the shoulders, shifting back into a downward facing dog. On the inhale, lifting right leg high. Exhale, bringing knee to the nose. Inhale, sending the leg back. Exhale, bringing the leg behind the wrist, pigeon pose. So landing pigeon on the right. Finding alignment first. So walking the back knee back, untucking the toes, and ensuring that the foot is directly out of the ankle. So leg is in a straight line. We'll tent the fingertips to the ground and pause here for a moment, balancing the weight between both feet. We'll drop the shoulders from the ears, tilting chin up toward the sky. Again, feeling the power of the pose. Feeling our power as our humanness syncs, connects with our divinity, our divine selves. Aligning mind, body, and heart. We'll take a deep inhale here. On the exhale, gently coming forward for pigeon pose. So your expression today, making sure that weight is balanced between both hips. And reconnecting to your breath, allowing it to bring you to the present moment on your mat. Maybe again, scanning your life, thinking of results that you might not be proud of or you might not like in this moment. And saying, how can I take responsibility for that? What was my role in that? And saying, I did not mean to hurt you. That was not my intention. And I am committed to shifting and showing up better next time. Only you can honor commitments to yourself. And only you know what's not serving you, where you're showing up in ways you're not proud of. Only you know that. So taking this time as we hold the pose for introspection and reflection, and getting real and rooted in your true self and in the truth. And as always, loving yourself through the process and saying, I love you, I accept you, and I forgive you. On the inhale, slowly pressing the arms up. From here, option to tuck the back leg in toward the body and reach around, pulling it in closer. Still getting a stretch through the front of the leg and the quadricep. Deep inhale here. On the exhale, releasing the leg, planting the hands. We'll send the right leg back and send the weight back, just for like a modified child's pose. Kind of stretch in between the sides. We'll inhale, coming back into downward dog. On the next inhale, left leg lifts high. Exhale, bringing the knee to the nose. Inhale, sending the leg back. Exhale, landing pigeon on the left-hand side. So knee comes just behind the wrists. We'll walk the back knee back, untuck the toes. Again, making sure leg, ankle, and foot are in alignment. And then coming forward, tenting our fingers into the ground, dropping shoulders from the ear, chin lifts up toward the chest, and just taking a moment to connect with our personal power. Maybe even finding a smile here. Things can feel heavy, but with a smile they can lighten, and we can realize that we're all on this journey together. We're all imperfect. We all make choices we're not proud of, and that's okay. We're human. We're here to experience the fullness of life, the light and the dark, the highs and the lows, and learn and extract the lessons from every choice that we make, every experience we have. Deep inhale here on the exhale, walking hands forward, head comes down to the mat, Pigeon Pose. So again, tapping into the breath here. Allowing each cycle of breath to guide us in releasing. So releasing what's not serving us. Again, noticing those areas in life where we can shift or show up differently to create a result, a desired result, or a result that serves our highest good. Sometimes that's forgiving someone or forgiving the self, or just admitting that you don't know. Admitting that you showed up in a way you're not proud of. Admitting that you reacted on emotion in the heat of the moment and you didn't mean to say the words that you said. So a lot of this is about awareness and being able to see why you showed up or reacted the way you did. When you understand that, then you can make changes. The next time it happens, you can say, ooh, I felt this before. I don't feel safe, and so I'm reacting out of fear instead of responding with love. So the next time it comes, you can take some deep breaths, bring your awareness within and tap into that divine spiritual side of yourself and lead with love from the heart. Ask yourself, what would love do? And see if you show up differently. On the inhale, slowly pressing up through the arms. Again, option to tuck the back leg in, reach around, grabbing, pulling the ankle in toward the body for a deep stretch through the front of the calf and both hips. On the inhale, slowly releasing the leg. We're going to come, just keeping the legs as they are, shift to the side of our mats. So right leg is forward, left leg is behind in the same shape. So this is deer pose. From here, we're going to walk the hands to the right hand side, pausing here in a twist. So twisting through the spine while also feeling that stretch through the left hip. And taking a deep inhale here. On the exhale, slowly coming to the center, walking hands to the other side, just gently twisting in the opposite direction. Fingers can come to the thigh. Deep inhale here. We'll slowly release to the center. Bringing the back leg forward now, heel or the bottoms of the feet meet butterfly pose. We inhale here at center. On the exhale, diving forward, rounding chin into the chest. And taking a few nourishing breaths here. So again, on this road of personal development, growth, spiritual growth, and taking responsibility for our lives, it must be paired with grace, with forgiveness, and with self-love. So loving yourself on the journey, accepting where you're at, and not judging or criticizing or putting yourself down. So finding love even in the darkest of places, finding love for self even through the decisions that we make that we're not proud of. On the inhale, slowly coming up through center. From here, now right leg will come behind, left leg comes parallel to the edge of the mat. So deer pose on the other side. We'll inhale, walking hands all the way to the left-hand side, really looking over the back shoulder. And taking a few nourishing breaths here as we twist through the spine. On the inhale, slowly walking back through center, and then again, taking a very brief counter twist. Deep inhale here. On the exhale, slowly coming through center. We'll swing the leg around, and we're gently going to come onto our backs. So shifting weight down onto our backs, we'll tuck the knees into the chest. Just take some circles with the knees, letting the hands guide them in a circular direction, massaging out the lower back, and going in the other direction. From here, planting our feet to the ground. We'll gently tuck the shoulders in, hands plant on the ground. On the inhale, lifting the hips. On the exhale, lowering them back down. Inhale, lifting. Exhale, lower. 2 more times. Inhale to lift. Exhale to lower. And then on this last one, as we lift, we're going to hold. And continuing to breathe, allowing our breath to guide us into our strength, into our courage, and into our power. Deep inhale here. On the exhale, slowly lowering the hips. We'll inhale the right leg in toward the chest, and then bring the ankle to the opposite thigh and just opening up through the hip. And we'll slowly bring the legs toward the body, recline pigeon, getting another deep stretch through the hips. Deep inhale here. On the exhale, lowering the leg to the ground, tucking right knee back in, releasing the left leg in front of us. We'll inhale here at center. On the exhale, guiding the knee across the body, spinal twist, reaching arm for the back. Gaze follows the extended arm. On the inhale, slowly coming back through center. We'll gently place the right foot into the ground. Inhale the left leg in toward the chest. From here, left ankle comes onto right thigh, reaching through the legs, pulling the legs in toward the body. Reclined pigeon, just getting one more deep stretch through the outer hip. Deep inhale here. On the exhale, slowly lowering, we'll tuck the left knee into the chest, right leg extends. Inhaling at center, on the exhale, guiding it across the body, left arm reaches behind, spinal twist. Allowing these last few rounds of breath to bring you deeper into peace, into acceptance, and into self-love. On the inhale, shifting back to center. Releasing the legs, knees come together. On the inhale, allowing them to fall to the sides, opening up. Bottoms of the feet are together. Reclined butterfly pose. From here, we'll inhale, reaching the arms above the head, resting them on the ground and feeling an opening through the heart. Allowing our hearts to be exposed and vulnerable in this moment, reminding ourselves to stay open and to love ourselves through the journey of acceptance, of personal power and growth. It all requires the foundation of love. So breathing into the heart in this moment and allowing love to breathe you. Leaving the arms lifted above, we'll very gently bring the knees together. From here, releasing, straightening through the legs, pointing through the toes. We're in a full body stretch. We'll take a deep inhale through the nose. Release with a sigh. One more deep breath in through the nose. Release with a sigh. Then allowing the feet to relax, we'll float the arms by our sides, palms facing up in a gesture of receiving. And taking this moment to let go. Letting go of the physical body, allowing it to be relaxed. Letting go of the holding on, the control and the force, and allowing yourself to surrender into peace and presence in this moment. And find peace in our Shavasana.
Om Bhurva Svaha Tatsavetur Varenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Diyo Yo Na Prachodayat. Very mindfully, bringing your awareness back to your physical body, making small and gentle movements with fingers and toes. And when you're ready, pressing yourself onto your side. When you arrive, placing your top hand, the palm of your hand, into the earth, connecting to the healing vibration of nature and feeling her energy of peace. And keeping the eyes closed and awareness within, we'll gently press ourselves back up into a comfortable seated position. Placing your palms on your lap in a gesture of grounding. And taking these final moments to ground into inhale, floating the hands to the heart, repeating the affirmation. I take responsibility for myself and my life. I am powerful. I am courageous. And I can create anything that I want. If I see something I don't like, I have the power to change that. And I vow to honor myself through my journey and to love myself as I am. And we'll send this offering out and seal our practice with the sacred sound of Om. Taking a deep breath in through the nose. On your mat today, I'm taking care of you, body, mind, and spirit. It has been an honor to be your guide. Namaste. Thank you so much. I hope you all have a beautiful rest of the day and weekend.